Hello and welcome to section 7 of Learning Kali Linux. In this section we're going to talk about vulnerability scanning and exploitation techniques. So we're going to start the video with a useful tool on Kali Linux called Nikto. Nikto is basically a web security scanner available on Kali Linux. It's a free open source tool and it can basically check web servers or web applications for dangerous files, for dangerous configuration, or vulnerabilities, and it would create a report and pass it on to you. It's a command line tool, so you obviously need to know how to use it. And as you can see, I've included an example on the screen. So let's just move to our Kali Linux and see how it works. Okay, so back to our Kali Linux. To run Nikto, we need to go to Menu, Vulnerability Analysis, and Run Nikto. So you could also do the same thing on a terminal. I'm just going to close this down and bring up a terminal. And you could also do this by just typing Nikto on a command line interface. So once you've done that, you see there are a whole bunch of different options that you could use with Nikto. But I'm just going to demonstrate how easy it is to actually use it. So what we need to do, Nikto-host, and we just type the IP address of the target machine, which is my DVWA server. So as soon as you do that, it would start scanning the target machine. So you can see that it is just performing the scan on my target machine. So it's going to take a few minutes or a second, depending on the application, and basically come up with the results. So as you can see, the results are actually presented on the screen, which is probably not readable enough or not useful enough. So we definitely want to have a better format of output to be able to investigate what is actually found as part of the Nikto investigation. So I'm just going to cancel this. And what we could do, we could type the IP address of the host and we could specify the format that we want to be exported. So you could have HTML, or you could basically have CSV and some other formats. You could definitely check the manual of Nikto and identify those. But I'm just going to export these to HTML format for now. And the output file is going to be dvwa report.html. So let's do that. It is going to, again, take a few seconds or minutes to complete, depending on the amount of tests that needs to be done. And once it is done, the generated HTML file includes the reports about all the possible vulnerabilities or possible issues or risks that actually Nikto has found on the application. So we're going to give it some time to complete this, and we come back and check it again. While that is being done, I just wanted to explain about the other vulnerability scanners and the commercial vulnerability scanners that they are available on the market. There are a lot of different vendors on the market that they provide vulnerability scanning. So as you can see, that diagram is from Forrester, and they explain some of the key vendors on this area. So Rapid7, Beyond Trust, Qualys, and so on. So they all provide vulnerability scanning tools. So you might have already heard about some of the tools available on the market, like Nessus or Nexpose or Qualys or OpenVAS. So a free one that you could go and use is OpenVAS. OpenVAS is a free vulnerability scanner that you could go and download and use it. And to get that, you could just go to OpenVAS website, openvas.org, and that would show you the link to download OpenVAS. So you could just download it here, or you could even get this installed on your Kali machine if you want to. So that's a very easy web interface that provides you a very easy interface, and you could basically check the vulnerabilities on a target machine using OpenVAS. So I'm just going to go back to my Kali machine, and as you can see, the tests have been completed. So I'm just going to go to Files and look for the DVWA. So the folder that we have here is root So let's just check that folder. And you see that the DVWA report has been created here. So I'm just going to run that. And as you can see, it would run it and open a Firefox browser. So you can see all the findings from Nikto is available here on the report that you could just review and understand what they are. So Nikto is a very useful tool in terms of doing some basic vulnerability scanning and tests on the web application.